do. So what it is, I bet they are having some meetings in the background because you got to remember the other channel that they harvested off of was basically me documenting my experiences of getting my fucking mind back. So it's what it is. And I mean, when you say that the karmics are experiencing towers and, Pisces ancestors are, doing whatever they're doing, you got to keep in mind, I do. I wish I still had that channel so you could see what I went through. It's when you hear the readers talking about how they were laughing at my pain and whatnot. And that's what it is. That way they can see, or at least remember, they can remember what they'll be going through. And it's what it is. I mean, that's fair. That's fair enough. It's what it is. It makes their soul stronger. Now, the fact that they don't have spiritual protection and probably won't learn the lessons anyway, I mean, it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. So that's a them problem. That's not a me problem. However, yeah, I'm sure that's why they're pointing the finger, and because they know that their 8-year cycle has just started. And it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. They want to attack my finances. Their finances will dwindle. Right? They wanted me possessed by the jinn, and I learned how to cleanse my energy. It's simple enough. It's simple enough. Using my past life energies against me was the dumbest thing they could have ever done. And it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. However, yes, I mean, everyone involved, the whole gaggle hive herd crew, it's what it is. I mean, if they remember my other channel and everything that I went through, well, then they know exactly what they have to look forward to. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Right? And I agree. I'm not responsible for Pisces ancestors. I'm just not. Right? I'm the unicorn watcher. I watch the INFJ unicorn. It's the only thing that I'm responsible for. That's what it is. However, karmic towers, that's what it is. I mean, you got to think. That's why they're in the background pointing the finger, because that's what it is. It's all stems from that other channel, and their cycle has just started. New level, new devils. We have to deal with all of these weirdos going through that shit for the next 8 years. I can't do anything about that. I don't care to. I mean, it's what it is. Didn't they leave an Earth Angel for dead? What comes around goes around. I can't do anything about that. I can't. There's 8 billion people on the planet, maybe. I mean, it's what it is. And we're looking for players, not fucking NPCs. It's just what it is. I mean, that's my question. Every reader on the planet is talking about the Pisces that went up against these groups, gaggles, hives, and herds all by themselves. So that's what it is. I'm looking for those Pisces, not the groups, not the gaggles, not the hives, not the herds. I'm looking for that individual Pisces, because that's who you want to team up with. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I keep hearing Pisces has to go it alone. Cool. Where are those Pisces? Where are those healers that single-handedly exercised their intuitive abilities to shine the light on this situation? And it's just what it is. Now, the fact that a seer of souls with astral sight activated, I can see the energies that are handing them their ass, and I can't do anything about that. They should have activated their astral sight. It's a 6-month practice. Right? They can practice for 6 months. They would be able to see to defend themselves. They would be able to build shields, all that cool shit. But no, they weren't interested in any of that. And now I have readers telling me that they need exorcisms because they're not shielded, and that Pisces ancestors are giving them hell. And it's what it is. I mean, you got to keep in mind, when a reader says the Earth Angel went, now I saved like 10 years because I had like 2 of them removed from me over dumb shit. And it's what it is. I mean, the voodoo backfiring, it's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. God will show you who you can trust. And it's what it is. I mean, if these readers are correct, and they're going to have to go through everything that the Earth Angel went through, start praying for them now. It's what it is. And certainly don't do like they did to me, because then you'll be the next one in that karmic loop and cycle. It's just what it is. Right? I mean, every time I hear a reader say that, now they laughed at the Earth Angel, now they're going to be laughed at. That's where I step in and say, you better watch your fucking tongue when it comes to people receiving their karma, because karma has no address. God, Goddess, all that is, angels, archangels, cinemasters, the divine white light. Has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. So it is. I mean, go look at Lee, the bottom of his feet on my Facebook. That'll give you a small idea, a small idea of how bad it can be. It's just what it is. And I mean, don't watch that shit because you're opening your mind up to a transference of energy, I would assume. If I think about it, if I can put in Reiki for toothache pain, if I can put in Reiki for the heart chakra, Reiki for the crown chakra, and it's limited by the imagination, cool. What kind of imagination do you think demons have tormenting Lee in the UK? What kind of energy do you think they're passing over right there through your screen? And that's what it is. I mean, when I hear one of the readers this morning, and I'm going to quit promoting readers just for the simple fact that there's too many of them that fucking, hey, she needed the money, or he. It's not. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. However, when you've got good readers talking about, and that's generally how you can find them. They don't do personal readings, and I fully agree. Doing personal readings got New Mexico flooded. It's just what it is, and I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about New Mexico. Water represents emotion, and New Mexico just doesn't have any until God provides it with deluge. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I mean, every time I hear a reader say the practitioner warned them to stop, you got to think the INFJ is generally 10 steps ahead of you. Thank you, Spirit. And when you see the meme of fucking Tony Stark with the world blowing up behind him, this is what happens when you don't listen to an INFJ prediction. It's true. It's true. Look around. All right. And the fact that they tried to keep y'all in a lower vibrational frequency of fear, cool. You want to remove yourselves from that energy because they're going to fucking be going through it. That's what it is. And it's very simple. Ask them if they remember my other channel. If they remember my other channel, ooh, you better watch your alliances. Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is. I mean, that's pretty much the energy that was in the cards today. It's equal. The fucking karma is variable. What comes around goes around in equal or lesser value, depending on the effort you put to remove the karma. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Remove the fear, remove the karma. Right? I saw a post on Facebook earlier that said, let's decline that. Saw a post on Facebook earlier that said, I had a card cutting ritual from you. And I don't mean to correct people, but it's a cord cutting ritual. It could be a simple typo, but I do want to absolutely make sure that someone didn't go to a practitioner to cut a karmic cord when it has a karmic lesson tied to it. You have to learn the lesson before you can remove that cord. Through past life regression. There's many different means, but I do have to agree with one of, and I'm not even going to promote him. However, if I say remote viewer on fucking YouTube, you're going to know who it is. The Pisces remote viewer. I do have to agree with him because that's one of the stipulations to QHHT, limitations rather, not stipulation. It's one of the limitations. You came here to learn karmic lessons from past lives. If you can learn the lesson, get to the root of it, and leave it in the past, well, then the lesson is learned. But if you don't learn the lesson, then you have to repeat it. You can't skip a grade, but you can certainly repeat one. That's what it is. Right? And I mean, I understand there's a lot of that energy of, Pisces thinks that they're better than everyone else. Wear the Pisces with a glowing shield of protection, because it's just what it is. I want to find that Pisces. That's the only Pisces on this planet that I'm really worried about. Is the one with that fuck around and find out shield of protection. I don't want. They say never mess with the Pisces, and Pisces ancestors don't play. Cool. So I want to find that individual. That's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. Make absolutely sure I don't get karma from fucking around and finding out. Kid, hey, what are you doing? Oh, so you're going to stare at me. Are you supposed to be there? She said, but the floor's lava. I put that in the comments the other day. You're gonna run around on the furniture, pretend the floor is lava, run around from Daisy, and then now she thinks she can do it too. So. That's what it is. Anyway, thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I mean, and I mean, what's fair is fair. If you've got readers talking about an 8 to 10 year cycle, hell, you got some of them saying 15, some of them since birth. And I would have to agree, right? They're talking about, people are losing their pets and shit. Yeah, I'm already seeing the, we're sending my dog out to sea. Yeah, well, hell, all the tarot readers are talking about groups, gaggles, hives, and herds being affected by Pisces ancestors. That's what it is. Lessons learned. That's what it is. Were they doing animal sacrifice coming up against Pisces? Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. It's a fucking horrific backfire. Horrific backfire, right? So the concern would be, whore these groups. God will show you can trust, because they'll be going through exactly what they put. That's what it is. It's karma. I can't do anything about that. Thank you, Spirit. And they're going to be pointing the finger. Oh God, look what he's giving me karma. No. That's what you put out going back on you. I put out love, light, truth, and protection, and I got back love, light, truth, and spiritual protection. So that's what it is. What you put out comes back to you with 5-star reviews. Simple enough. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. Simple enough. I mean, oh, fucking bullshit. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Right? If you feel like, oh shit, it's because you are. You're the shit. You're absolutely the shit. Cards in the upright. Oh, cool. We'll flip that shit around. Did you see that sleight of hand? Did you? You gotta let you in on the secret. What is the focus? Ooh, death is upside down. And it's what it is. I can't do anything about us focusing on death being upside down. You certainly have a lot of the infinite, immortal, spiritual being energy all off in the cards. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. However, hearing readers talking about energy vampires needing to survive off of an individual, why don't they just harness their energy from the sun like everyone else? It doesn't make them sick, does it? They're not getting karma from the fucking elements, are they? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. What do we need to do? Be intent on 2 of strands. That's what it is. Activate your light. And for God's sake, don't tell anyone what you're doing. Right? You've got a bunch of karmics getting karma, stuck in the karmic loop of mental confusion, chaos, and calamity. Certainly don't tell those people any fucking thing that you're doing. Look what they do. They're waiting. They're waiting to see what you're going to do next, just so they can earn more karma. That's what it is. It's just what it is. 4 dice. Looks like God is rolling the dice with that willow chip out of. That's what it is. Quantum computing. Yeah, I have absolutely no problem admitting when I'm wrong, especially when those before us end up being fucking. Every record gets beaten sooner or later, right? But when you have Albert Einstein that doesn't believe in the law of attraction, just because God doesn't roll the dice, and then you have a society that starts law of attraction when there's only 7 hermetic principles, that to me is a cult. And the willow chip didn't come out till what, last year? That programmer didn't do the thing. We've always went by the rule, the Albert Einstein rule in quantum physics of God does not roll the dice. But in this case, maybe he does. So it's still a maybe he does, but that came after your fucking secret. So it's what it is. And I can't do anything about your celebrities stuck in a fucking whirlwind of came after an earth angel and now they're getting karma and all they give a shit is their image in front of society. I want to be wrong. Are they still going after the earth angel? You don't go after a 5-star fucking healer unless you're trying to keep shit a secret. That's what it is. 9 of scoops. That's what it is. Look at that big time double dipping. However, now the right hand and the left hand are working with each other. That's what it is. However, Yep, left hand's a little short. Yeah, that left hand path's a little short on the treats. It's just what it is. Looks like the right hand of God's winning in this one. Can't do much about that. Can't do much about that. Anyways, it's balance. Bringing everything. It's the battle between good and evil, between the light and the dark. What was done in the dark always comes to the light. Okay, great. No one is any fucking better than anyone else. The difference between the Pisces sun that's glowing like a fucking star, it's because they harvested my energy. They did the dumbest fucking shit you could ever possibly do to a human, to me, and now I'm calling my energy back, and it's just what it is. And they're looking for someone to blame other than themselves. That's what it is. I sure as fuck hope that's why I'm looking for that other Pisces. I certainly hope they didn't do that to anyone else, but I'm telling you, if they used moon magic on the Pisces sun, on the Pisces sign, cool. How many of you women are having fucked up moon cycles? That's my only concern, right? If it was just me that they targeted, congratulations with 5-star reviews. If they affected the others, how is calling my energy back going to fucking affect the whole? You got to worry about more than just your fucking self. That's what it is. However, what they put out goes back on them, and if what was taken will be returned, just don't expect it to be returned the way that it was taken. Simple enough. That's a two-way street. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. And if you didn't fucking dip in like an energy vampire and steal the energy from Pisces, I can't call it back. However, that's what it is. But that's the energy that these readers are putting out today. That's the energy that they're putting out today. Is what they wanted for another, is what they wanted for themselves. And if they hadn't learned, I mean, ignorance is not an excuse. However, my last channel is where your celebrity involvement came from. Harvesting the chosen one information with their AI and shit. Okay, great. How do Pisces ancestors affect that situation? I'm still fucking shocked at the Hurricane Bob info. Leave it to me to make fun of the mother-in-law, Hurricane Barbara, and remember my native relatives were Hurricane Bob and Betty, and it's what it is. I hear Pisces ancestors are giving these people hell. It's what it is. Like I was telling someone earlier, as soon as I hear that a demon, a storm demon, is harassing these people, okay, cool. ALA is a fucking storm demon. I've always, since I was a child, made fun of my street name. I called it Half-Wit Redneck Street. You know, it's fucking, they got themselves, they jumped out of the jelly into a jam. That's what it is. The ALA missing out of Alabama, that's a fucking storm demon. Follow the signs. They hid the Earth Angel in plain sight. Follow the signs. Okay, cool. Fucking, I live on Divine Street. The ALA is missing off of my address. Dolores Cannon told us we pick our address. My address matches up with the artist of a positive nature. Cool. What was the artist in a past life? Kind of guy that put heads on sticks. It's just what it is. We've done our shadow work. The Queen of Strands in the upside down position. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Do I even need to pull any more cards? No. And why I pulled that extra one is because I was called to. That's your celebrity involvement of trying. They're trying to cloak themselves in Pisces light. Fucking, you think? You think? Because that's Pisces light. How the fuck are they going to cloak themselves in Pisces, Leo, rising, Phoenix, fire light? It's a firefly, baby. Moving on. That's what it is. And absolutely, the entire aspect of with great power comes great responsibility is full force in this. We have to deal with a bunch of trigger demons for the next fucking 8-year cycle, losing their minds, losing their intuition, losing their ability for telepathy, their desire, their heart's desire, losing their fertility, fucking bloodline curses. Looks like they lost their fertility, huh? On top of a fucking death plot against the divine for $1. You got to be the most proud half-witch you've ever come across. Death is upside down on this matter. Go ahead and look at it as it came out. Upside down. When death is upside down, it suggests that you are the precipice of a significant life change, but refuse to accept it. While it can be difficult to say goodbye, the risk of not doing so is stagnation, resentment, and anger. Set your sights on the future and trust that wonderful things are in store for you. And that's just what it is. When you hear a reader say that the Earth Angel has no good memories of these people, think about that. Think about that. What will the Earth Angel's final memories of these people being? Watching them go through a fucking 8-year cycle that I went through. Ta-da! 2 of Strands. That's what it is. And that's what this summer is. This is the pride before the fall. She's absolutely right. Now, you guys are more than welcome to prove me right. That means you got to get 8 to 10 years worth of fucking karmic lessons crammed into a couple of months. Get busy. We're already starting it with karmic towers and fucking exorcism. That's what it is. Shout out to Lee in the UK. If you want to know who Lee in the UK is, go look at the bottoms of his fucking feet on my Facebook. That's what it is. He's going through the ultimate demonic torment. Pure and simple. They say it. They tell him. You're getting weak. They're telling him, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to break him down for possession. That's what it is. Right? And then you've got the divine readers that don't do personal readings. That's the key. It's very, very hard to corrupt. And that's what it is. And I mean, what's done is done. I do think it's kind of funny that some of them took the fucking money, controlled the narrative, and then fucking went back to whatever. But karma's karma. Energy's energy. That's what it is. And intention is everything. So when I hear someone say intentions don't matter, bullshit, your thoughts are energetic forms. That's what it is. And if you're left or right-handed, you're not going to see those things. It's just what it is. And I mean, it's what it is. I can't be bribed. I can't be bought. I can't be reasoned with at all. There's karma on the line. My ascension is on the line. Oh, my descension's on the line. Yeah, that's your descension. Has nothing. You descending has nothing to do with me ascending. 2 of Strands. It's all fun and games until you do sacrifice death rituals on a divine energy. Oh my God. Confirmation. Sweet. That's Zool from Ghostbusters, buddy. That's what it is. Final destination is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. What comes around goes around. That's what it is. Your thoughts control reality. That's what it is. The 2 of Strands in the upright. The 2 of Strands beckons you like the lights of the Palace Arcade, inviting you to come play some new games, set a high score, and make your mark. Honor the eagerness you feel, but allow yourself to have a beginner's mindset. It's important to fully experience your journey, allowing for proper planning and learning along the way. That's what it is. And every time I hear a reader talking to a collective about the twin flame journey, you have to keep in mind the twin flame journey is within. Balancing the masculine and the feminine energies is your brain. If you are left or right-handed, you are predominantly one side or the other, out of balance. Don't let these fucking people lie to you. That's what it is. Not everyone is meant to meet their twin flame this incarnation. Okay, great. That's what it is. What is the problem? The difference between a true light union, a union with the divine white light? I don't have a middleman between me and the source. Leave it alone. That's what it is. And I want to be wrong. I understand everybody is on their own path. but I watched students get karma. The teacher takes on the karma from the students. I have watched Jay-Z Night and the Romp School of Enlightenment. Fucking students get karma for abusing their abilities. Okay, great. Right? Over money. Okay, great. So when I hear Susie with Jimmy talking out of her mouth, I'm Susie, but Jimmy is teaching you. I'm Jay-Z Knight, but Ramtha, a 37-year-old demon, is teaching you how to get karma by abusing your abilities. Are the abilities great? Yes. Do students abuse them? Yes. Does the teacher take on the karma of the student? Yes. And now what do we have? Johnny coming out of Susie? Susie's here, but Johnny's telling you how to make $1 million show up at your front door. I don't give a fuck what these people do. My light triggers their demons. So if Susie has a demon inside of her and my light triggers that shit, cool. Then you've all been learning from triggered demons in secret societies. And I don't give a shit what their path is, but they came after the wrong fucking one. Over grudges. Now, that's the thing is stealing my investments that were angel manifestations. I think that's the funniest shit on the planet. That's what it is. They only took it so something better could come along. I fully agree with that. However, seeing them fucking feeding an entity inside of them when there's simple Reiki for entity removal. That's what it is. And I want to be, no one's called to tell me I'm wrong. That's what it is. All I hear from tarot readers is groups are lawyering up because they know death plot energies in the cards that failed, got attorneys involved. What it is. Forgive them and let them go to their next natural disaster. Four of Dice. The Four of Dice. It's the whole Pisces, you will witness their karma. Yes, tarot reader, I understand. I have to sit back and wait for the next natural disaster named after them on a holiday. Patience is needed. That's what it is. They don't know how to stop it. I don't know why they would start it. You know, they said, in God we trust. Is that fucking the dollar in your hand? Is that the only thing you fucking trust? It's the only thing they trusted. And now they can't cover you certainly can't cover up natural disasters named after karmic family members on holidays. That's rewriting history for the lizard people and fucking every essence of the word. It's just what it is. The Four of Dice for our awareness card in the upright. Cooperative play can be wonderful, but sometimes what you really need is a break. Go see a movie at Starcourt Mall, hit up the arcade, or read some comic books. Whatever you do, the Four of Dice insists that you reclaim time for yourself. Solo adventures can help clear your mind, quiet your body, and leave you refreshed and ready for the next dungeon crawl. You think they're getting ready for their fucking dungeon crawls? It's just what it is. You can't have readers talking about these individuals needing She said one of them needed an exorcism. I have a client whose daughter is already locked up from a possession, and we have a woman in Texas that cooked her dog and blamed it on the 11-year-old devil. We've got Lee in the UK that is making content with an SLS camera of demonic torment. And I'm telling you, if I can send Reiki through the screen, when I saw that fucking stick figure walking up to the camera, fuck you! Thank God I'm shielded. Oh my God, he's going to send the opposite of Reiki through the fucking screen. It's like a fucking Ouija board, right? And that was the reading this morning. Right, this morning he was talking about them fucking using scry mirrors, the black screens. Pfft, cool, you tell me what a cunning demon can't do as it's tormenting someone that's fucking recording them. Energy can't be destroyed, only transferred. Okay, great. If I can send Reiki through the screen, the fuck do you think a stick figure demon walking up to the fucking camera's about to do to you? So I don't want to fucking find out. Welcome to Judgment Day. That's what it is. And it will be fueling the descending timeline and the ascending timeline. That's what it is. You can't have one without the other. It's for real. I mean, I listen to my intuition. And even if I'm fucking only 99.9% right most of the fucking time, that's better than fucking what it is. Than being sorry later when a fucking tarot reader says these karmics are getting tower after tower. One of them needs an exorcism. Okay, cool. One of them needs an exorcism. What about all the people that are watching that fucking stick figure come up to the screen on Lee's channel? The fuck out of here. It's a matrix collapse. Absolutely. They said that the Earth Angel has demons, angels, and jinn protecting them. That's what it is. Holy shit! What does God not use to fucking bring order to a situation? Scoops. I mean, that's the thing. I've already got family members that are talking about driving through mist and it screamed at them. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's all right. I had a whole channel where I went through utter fucking hell. That's what it is. I was so happy to get my mind back. I was. We had to learn a lot in a short period of time. Dolores Cannon said, you got to get started now. You don't want to be here when the worst happens. Pisces is ascending and the worst is happening. Hey, looks like Dolores was right. The Nine of Scoops in the upright position. The Nine of Scoops is calling you to celebrate. You have reached a place of harmony, striking a balance between responsibilities and planning and fun. You haven't quite reached your goal, but the end is in sight, so take a break. One of the key lessons from this card is to appreciate the independence you've created in your life and to continue to make decisions that will help you care for your future self. It is taking a break. That's twice now. We've got to take a break and let Spirit do what Spirit does. There's too many content creators now that are coming out. They played with Earth Angel energy that affects them in ways they can't understand. Cool. What the fuck do you think they're doing making content with demonic energy that affects them in ways they don't understand? You can't have this without having that. King of Spokes. Hell, this was our focus card yesterday. Now it's upside down for our Explorer card. The King of Spooks. That's what it is. It's what it is. I mean, we were talking about that months ago. You've got readers last night talking about the people that harvested. Now it's starting to set in that the energy that they harvested that affects them in ways that they're going to need that energy. I would say the sun is going to give them allergic reactions. That's what it is. Starseeds' lives play out like movies? Okay, cool. Then what would a fucking vampire... Energy vampires, what would the difference be? Simple enough. It's what it is. Take the sci-fi exterior off that shit and break it down into a karmic pattern on a biblical proportion. Yeah, the fucking cycle ends. Imagine that. It's what it is. You've got a Pisces rising Phoenix Leo energy that is ascending and rising from the ashes of the fucking karmic towers from the past. And everybody's all in their feelers about it. Isn't that what we were talking about? And no one believed any of that shit? Okay, great. Now it's happening. Oh,